my fellow comic book collectors, it's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is the Friday Challenge video where I'm going to ask you to look through your long boxes and try to find something based on this week's theme. This week's theme is odd first appearances. So these are books that you wouldn't expect to have a key, like it wouldn't be sort of ones that are kind of under the radar in terms of like a potential key at first appearance. These are books that, you know, might have a quirky character that you like that just happens to have a first appearance in it. So you'll see what I mean by that when I go through the list. I hope you can come up with some of your own. And these are the kind of books that you'll find in the wild sometimes, and people won't realize what they are. And I'll get... First one I'm going to show is that kind of thing. This is one I found in the wild. I've shown this a few times now, but I love showing it because I'm so excited that I own this book. This is Golden Comic Digest, number 7. And it is, I believe it's number 7. I always forget the issue number. Number 7, I'm right. I'm like, don't trust myself. And this is the very first appearance of Scooby-Doo in comics. Now, he's not on the cover. And in it, he is just in one page. He's not even his typical brown color. He's like a white dog. And this comic digest actually came out before the Scooby-Doo show came out. So this is actually like the first time you see Scooby-Doo. And it's not quite right, but it's close. So Golden Comics Digest, number 7. So first appearance of Scooby-Doo. Next one, speaking of Scooby-Doo, so this is what Scooby-Doo normally looks like. This is Scooby-Doo number 1. And this is actually kind of a cool first appearance. It's the first appearance of Dynomutt, I should say, and a Blue Falcon. So two characters that you wouldn't expect to be in a Scooby-Doo number 1 comic, but this is where they make their first appearance. So Dynomutt. I think, is that Dynomutt on the cover? Yeah, it looks like him. Yeah, right there. So that's Dynomutt. So yeah, just kind of a cool one. So Scooby-Doo number 1 from Hanna-Barbera's Scooby-Doo number 1. That's where Dynomutt made his first appearance. This next one is kind of one that I had to do some digging to find out about. Originally, I was told a different comic was the first appearance. And then there was another one that I thought was the first appearance. And then I learned that this is truly the first appearance of the character in terms of comics. He actually made his first appearance in an earlier magazine, but this is his first comic book appearance. And this is the very first appearance of Sad Sack. And this is Tip Top Comics 123. The very first appearance of Sad Sack. So you wouldn't expect it to be in a Tip Top comic, but that's where he made his first appearance. And it was kind of like a preview that they did of Sad Sack, where it showed like a few little cartoons of Sad Sack. So this is where Sad Sack made his first appearance, in Tip Top Comics 123. Very under the radar kind of book. Not many people realize that that's where Sad Sack made his first appearance. Now this next one is one of the few in this, like there's a few that have the character on the cover, and this is one of them. You saw the Dynomutt, he was in the little box. This one, he actually is in 2 places on the cover. This is Laugh Olympics. And it's number 1. Yeah, Laugh Olympics number 1. And this is actually the first appearance of Captain Caveman. So Captain Caveman, you can see him here as well. This is where Captain Caveman made his first appearance. I loved Captain Caveman as a kid. I thought he was fun. He would spin his club around and fly around and stuff. Just a very cool character. I loved Laugh Olympics. What a great show that was. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. You know what's the weird thing is I never saw the end of Laugh Olympics where they would actually see who wins. I would always sort of catch the shows sort of midway. I don't know why. And then I'd be called by my parents to do something else before the show would end. But yeah, I used to love Laugh Olympics when I was a kid. So yeah, this is the first appearance of Captain Caveman. So yeah, just a cool character. Now this next one is also the characters on the cover. This is another one that you wouldn't necessarily expect to have a key first appearance. This is America's Best Comics TV, or ABC TV. And it is basically the very first appearance of George of the Jungle. Right there, you can see him. This was a book that kind of introduced different characters or TV series that were going to come up on ABC. And George of the Jungle was one of them. So I like George of the Jungle. George of the Jungle. Watch out for that tree. That was really, it was a cool thing. So yeah, so very first appearance of George of the Jungle. I'm not sure. Some of these other ones might be first appearances too, like Journey to the Center of the World. I'm not sure about that one, but yeah, I just think it's interesting. You know, it's a really interesting mix. You got George of the Jungle, Spider-Man, and Fantastic Four. So, and Casper. So interesting TV lineup. This next one, I feel like I have to show a few Golden Age characters because I do like my Golden Age characters. And this is one where somebody recently commented that they like my Torchy #1, which is the white comic over there. Well, where did Torchy make her first appearance? Well, she made her first appearance in Dollman Quarterly #8. So a little bit under the radar. This is one that maybe a character that not that many people would know, but a character I like. Torchy was a very fun character, actually. And she made her first appearance in Dollman Quarterly #8. So this is where she made her first appearance. So pretty cool book. Actually, I have a fairly high grade copy of that too. This next one is one that's totally under the radar. Like you would not expect, you'd look at this and say, what? Why would they make their first appearance in this comic? But this is where they did. This is Life with Archie #41. And this is the very first appearance of Godzilla in comics. You wouldn't expect it, but it is where Godzilla made his first appearance. So Life with Archie #41. Kind of a cool under the radar book. You know, like not many people would realize that Godzilla would appear in Archie first of all the places to appear. You wouldn't expect it to be Archie, but that's where he made his first appearance. So Godzilla, first appearance in Life with Archie, #41. Okay, we got 3 more to go, and these were all kind of fun ones. This is kind of a character that I know my friend Steven likes, so I figured, hey, I should show this for Steven. This is a character called the Fly, and he made his first appearance in The Double Life of Private Strong. This is where the Fly made his first appearance. The Fly is kind of a cool character. He basically is the Fly. He goes around saving people and stuff. I think he has like a magic ring or something like that, or he's, you know, and he becomes the Fly. I think he has to say some magic words too. I've only read a few comics of the Fly. I got to read more. Yeah, definitely a cool character. And this is his first appearance. Yeah, the Fly. One of the few superheroes from Archie, actually. Archie didn't really have that many superheroes later on after Archie came out. They had the Fly, they had the Jaguar, you know, they had the Shield and all those ones. But after Archie himself appeared in Archie, they kind of moved away from the superheroes. So they didn't really have that many Silver or Bronze Age superheroes. But yeah, the Fly was one of them, and he was a good one from the Silver Age. So next one is this one most people might know. This is Sabrina, his first appearance, and this is Archie's Madhouse #22, and it's the first appearance of Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. And you know, you look at this and you would not expect that to be where she would make her first appearance. You know, this is like a robot cover, cool robot cover, like where the robots are looking at the humans, you know, as if they're the zoo animals. So that's kind of cool. Not that far away, people. This is this is our future. So yeah, give AI a couple more years, and this is where we'll be. So this is Archie's Madhouse number 22, first appearance of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Now this next one is an interesting one, and one that you really wouldn't expect. It is a cool, I love this cover. It's like one of my favorite Good Girl art covers, actually. And this book, actually, they should press it. If I get this pressed, I might even get a higher grade. It's quite nice. Okay, so I just see like this big like wrinkle here that if it was pressed out, it'd really present much better. So this is Margie, number 36, or 30, yeah, 36. And this is just a really cool book. It's a great cover. I like the Good Girl art cover. But you wouldn't believe whose first appearance is in this book. And it's the first appearance in story. They actually made an earlier appearance, but where they were sort of just an article. And they drew a picture of themselves. They had a picture of themselves. But this is the very first appearance in story, if that makes sense, of a very famous character. Maybe one that you wouldn't necessarily associate with, well, you would associate him with comics, but you wouldn't associate him as being in the comics themselves. And the character is Stan Lee. He is one of the biggest names in comics I can think of. And he appeared in the story, in one of the Margie stories. And it's just kind of a fun thing. They go to dinner with Stan Lee. They get in the cab and they go to not a diner, but what are they called? Where like the music is playing, like a music like place with food. there's a real term for that, but I'm blanking on it for some reason. But yeah, so this is the first appearance of Stan Lee in comics, which is fun. You know, in comics story. I got to be really precise about that because I know I'm going to get some flack where somebody's going to say, no, he appeared in blah, blah, blah. I know that he appeared in blah, 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 but this is his first appearance in story. So yeah, so that's I'm sticking with that. So that's from 1947. So those are my first appearance books that you wouldn't expect, kind of oddball ones. And if you want to participate and show some obscure top 10 comics that you wouldn't necessarily believe has like some key first appearance in it, you can take part by just making a little YouTube video like I just did, and use the hashtag Friday Comic Challenge and the hashtag odd firsts. So that's odd, ODD, and 1, the number 1, and then ST. Okay, odd firsts. Okay, so use that hashtag, and you can even flag me on to the, like, put me in the description where I can see the video, and I'll check it out too. So do that, have fun. I really like this video in particular. I'm really excited to see what people come up with, because this is where I learn about some first appearances that I haven't thought of or didn't know. So this is, for me, a really nice learning thing. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what people will come up with. So again, thanks again for watching. Bye for now.